Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Prescott to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup. Of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And 2.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
go. Check 53. Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. And run that and watch the ball. Play.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Complete to Ezekiel Elliott. It's a gain of 20 and a Packer first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, this offense going forward.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Zerline on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And that is
is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They run the counter now on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Kill. 47. Back to you.
Prescott from the gun, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Cleveland Browns.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's the way. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Throwing, Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Tannehill on third down. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
4 yards. First down, Packers.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Westbrook.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Off play action, Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
21 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They snap it to Tannehill. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Browns nothing. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
38, the ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Jordan Reed has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Marlon Mack as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Browns take over
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
From the 41, Prescott. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
56.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Marlon Mack with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Packers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. So that was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
It's Tannehill. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
49-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Good for a Cleveland Browns.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the play brings up 3rd down and 7.
He's crossing. He's 47.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And now contact up front. And this might set up an interesting decision. So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Joseph is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.